Honey child and ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I have a lot to cover today, so let me jump right in because today I have this court order hot off the presses, straight from the desk of the Honorable Presiding Judge for and in the Ellis County District Court, the 443rd Judicial District, of which judge is assigned to and presides over the criminal case against Cora Jake's husband, Richard Brandon Coleman. And so, if you want to find out what's in this court order and how I feel about it, you better stick around. Hi there, I'm Professor Blackmore, and welcome back to my channel and to my series entitled Potter's House PedoFiles. And if you want to get caught up on all of the facts that I have provided directly from the criminal court file are pertinent to the criminal court indictment surrounding the arrest of Richard Brandon Coleman, the husband of Cora Jakes, aka the daughter of BishopTDJakes of the Potter's House Church, please watch my entire series. And you'll also want to make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the bell, honey child, so you'll be notified when I follow up on this case, because another hearing is set to take place coming up next month in December. And you know I'm going to have my ear to the streets. And I hope you'll also consider donating to this video series by clicking the super thanks heart button below as well. And so, as you know, the indictment alleges that Cora Jake's husband touched their adopted daughter on one or more occasions in an inappropriate manner in Tarrant County and in Ellis County. Now, he was arrested in Grand Prairie, Texas, and eventually he was taken and extradited to the Ellis County Jail, where he's been ever since May of 2022. And as you may know, the bail is currently set in the amount of $150,000. And so it would take a bail bond in the amount of $15,000 to secure his release until the time of trial, since in this country, every person is considered innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. And as many of you are also aware, I personally feel that this bail is too high, and that in my opinion, bail in the amount of anywhere from $50,000 to $75,000 would be a more appropriate amount. Now, I also notified you in my last video that Brandon Coleman's attorney finally filed a motion on October 26, 2022, requesting that the judge lower the bail amount. And so, if you want to get caught up on the details of that motion and my opinion of it, please watch my prior video. And so the hearing on that motion was held on November the 4th, 2022. And before I reveal the judge's ruling on the motion, I want to reveal the results of what you decided in my poll, in which I asked you to let me know if you thought the judge would lower Brandon Coleman's bail amount by answering yes, the judge will lower the bail amount, or by answering no, the judge will not lower the bail amount. And 75% of you believe that the judge would lower the bail amount. And so here is the judge's order. And he did, in fact, grant the motion to lower the bail amount. But I'm disappointed in the amount that the bail was lowered to, because the judge only lowered the bail amount by $50,000. And so now the bail amount is $100,000. Now, I still think this is too high, but without being present, I can glean a few things about what happened at the hearing based on some of the documents that were filed in the court file. And so this supplemental evidence list was filed, which leads me to believe that the DA argued against the judge lowering the bail amount and provided evidence supporting probable cause for detaining Brandon Coleman. Now, as you know, in one of my previous episodes, I went over an initial evidence list, which really spoke to my spirit, y'all. And this evidence is just as interesting in this supplemental evidence list. Now, one thing that I find very interesting is a reference to the child, I'm assuming, by the name of Riri Coleman. Now, that's new. We haven't seen her being referred to as Riri Coleman in any of the prior court documents. Now, also interesting are the specific dates of treatment listed here. These appointment dates in 2021, but none being reflected at all in 2022. Also, the recordings of the jail calls made while Brandon Coleman was detained in the Grand Prairie Jail in Texas before he was extradited to the Ellis County Jail. Also, the interview of the child's grandmother by specifically naming her as TDJakes in the supplemental list. And in addition, the 105 photos of the guest house from what they are calling the mansion photos, presumably TDJakes' mansion. Now, in order to secure his pretrial release, Brandon Coleman would need to post a regular surety bond, which would cost about $10,000. And as you can see here, the judge did not provide an opportunity for him to post a personal recognizance bond and be released only on his signed promise to appear. And if you want to get a better explanation of what this is, this personal recognizance bond, you can watch my prior video. Now, he will be required to wear a GPS ankle monitor, abide by a curfew from 8 o'clock p.m. to 6 o'clock a.m. He will need to remain within the area comprised of Ellis County and all contiguous counties. He will need to remain under house arrest until he can secure full-time employment, and he must supply the address where he will reside, which will be subject to approval by the probation department. So, it appears that the judge split the baby because the DA most probably argued against lowering the bail amount, and instead of ordering an amount that I would think is more appropriate for this case, the judge came halfway because of the DA's objection. But as you know on here, I just ask and report, and I let you decide. So, what do you think about the judge's order? Do you agree with the bail amount set by the judge? Do you believe it's too low? Or do you believe it is still too high? And do you think Brandon Coleman will be able to secure a $10,000 bail bond? Please let me know by leaving your comments in the comment section below. And I hope you'll also give me a big thumbs up. And I hope you'll also consider donating to this video by clicking the super thanks heart button below. And while you're there, I hope you'll also consider subscribing to my YouTube channel and click the bell so you'll be notified whenever I come back with even more hot tea drama on this case. And please also follow me on TikTok and Instagram.